Here are two big protests that happened recently in January 2020 that you'll rarely hear about. First, I want to show you the crowd sizes. This one is the March for Life. It's absolutely enormous. I would say this year it got a little bit more media attention because President Trump was speaking there, but years in the past it's been blacklisted by media and you don't hear about it almost at all. This was it last year. It's unfathomably big. It involves millions of women in this country and worldwide. The media claims to love all women, believe all women, and cover women's protests, but only if you're a woman who agrees with the Democratic Party and media agenda. Or else, like these protests, there'll be a media blackout where your presence will be covered up, lied about, ignored, and they'll keep just trying to pretend like you don't exist. Yeah, it's that big. Check out studentsforlife.org, and this is their footage from both years. It's really great footage. Check out their page and their website. This protest was a Second Amendment protest in Virginia.
Slide down through there.
You might have heard a lot about it beforehand. You might have even heard some stuff during it. But it's a massive crowd, and I don't think it got very much attention afterwards because there were thousands of people with guns and nobody got hurt. I think the media tends to like when people get hurt because then they could use it for 3 years for fundraising, for massive fear mongering so they could push a political agenda. They could use it against their political opponents. And then sometimes they could even use it against their racial opponents, which is definitely not right from the people who claim to be stopping racism. So I think this one got undercovered because nobody was hurt and it was an extremely peaceful protest.
United we stand,
That's
brother.
right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
United we stand. But they mad because there wasn't no civil unrest. Now they gonna be mad because there wasn't no fight. Now they gonna be mad because didn't nobody get locked up. They gonna be mad because all the officers is at peace. They gonna be mad because ain't nobody out here fighting. They mad, but guess what? United we stand. That's what this was about.
That's right, brother.
I'm from St. Louis, and I ain't even had to bring no weapon. Don't need no weapon. Don't none of us need no weapon, but we got them.
We got it.
We
back.
got them. We got each other back. Why? Because united we stand. That's what it's about.
That's right.
United we
That's
stand.
right, bro. That's right.
White, black, Hispanic,
We out here,
Latino,
man.
Mexican, whatever. United we stand. They not finna make this no communist state. They not finna make us no felons. They not finna turn our law enforcement officers against us just because y'all on some nonsense. United we stand.
If you were wondering what sign he's holding, that's actually Virginia's governor, Ralph Northam. It was in his yearbook. It's a KKK guy dressed up next to a guy in blackface. But for some reason, the media barely covered it, and that's okay, I guess, because he's a Democrat. Imagine if that was President Trump or a Republican. A lot of people were trying to say this was a white nationalist or white supremacist rally because that's what they always want to say. You know, that gets fundraising, that scares people, and they're just hoping something goes bad so they could point to it for 5 years so people want to vote for them. But there were plenty of people there who weren't white. After all, the Second Amendment is to protect yourself from tyranny, government tyranny, pretty much whatever you want to do. It's your God-given right, according to the Founding Fathers, which shouldn't be infringed upon. As a hip-hop artist myself, I remember growing up, the rap message was F the police. Now all of a sudden, the pop culture message has shifted to, we don't like the police, we hate the police, so let's give the police our Second Amendment right? Wow, the counterculture and the rap culture has gotten soft, I guess. Or they're being misled and lied to, and filled with a bunch of puppets who are there to push a political agenda rather than an agenda of empowerment. Here's some American citizens explaining themselves and why they like the Second Amendment.
I do not support in any way, shape, or form Governor Northam's and the Democrats' gun control. What I also don't support is the fact that every news piece you've seen on this weekend, they've always brought up the issue of race, as though it's nothing but white rednecks and hillbillies out here who care for the Second Amendment, when actually Black Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic Americans, Americans in general care about the Second Amendment. I work at a gun store part-time, and I can't tell you the number of customers I see of all races, all colors, all creeds, who care about the Second Amendment and who just want to peaceably live their lives, enjoy their rights, and the Second Amendment. So that's why I'm out here. And big media, mainstream media be damned.
But you won't see stuff like that on the media because it destroys their racial narrative, it destroys their political narrative, and it destroys the fact that they say, we love all women, but not the March for Life, because that's an anti-abortion march. We love diversity and we love people with darker skin pigments, but not if you support that guy, not if you support that amendment. If you support free speech too much and you're a free speech absolutist, now we're just going to pretend like you don't exist because that doesn't fit our agenda. This is why a lot of people are waking up to the two-party dynamic, the left, the right trap, because they get you fighting in this matrix, in this arena. If I'm the left, I'm going to win, I'm the right. But it's an invented matrix where if you win, a lot of times you really lose because they're kind of making a lot of stuff up. They're using things to divide us. And some of the worst culprits of this are the people who always claim we're the least racist, we're the most loving, we're the most tolerant. We love women. We love these people. It's a lot of times those people who are the least tolerant and the most angry when someone of a certain race or religion or gender doesn't fit into the little political box they made for them. Watch them freak out. It's like, so you only like minorities and women if they agree with you, but you freak out and scream at them and hate them if they disagree with you? Doesn't sound like you like diversity of thought and you like people. It sounds like you like people who agree with your politics. And if not, you're a complete psycho who is a massive bigot and doesn't even allow a human being in America in 2020 to believe what they believe and support what they support, especially when what they're supporting is freedom or life. And there's a debate to be had, of course, but hopefully this video gets the discussion flowing instead of just being like, and then when an inconvenient protest or video comes up, they just, don't look at that. No, that's just one person. He's a traitor. She's a traitor. They're not real. It's exhausting. So we try to get the energy a little bit chiller here. Let me know your thoughts. Have a beautiful week, and I'll be back with more videos.